Walking Wake is good and all, but Dragapult puts in the absolute work this game. I cannot wait for you guys to see it. How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Wi-Fi battle. Today we have a battle versus JustWeavile from the Discord server. Go ahead and join the Discord server. It's the best place to go for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Wi-Fi battles right now. There's a link in the description down below. Please like and subscribe for more videos like this one. And with that being said, let's jump into the team preview. Okay, Mob has some power. He's got a Hisuian Zoroark, Screamtail, Iron Treads, Ceruledge, Iron Leaves, and a Grafaiai. Pretty powerful looking team. Could probably expect some swagger Mirror Herb action with the Grafaiai. That seems to be the most common set that I've seen. Pretty good set, to be fair. Really puts in the work. So I'm looking at the team and I'm thinking, you know what? They're probably going to lead with a Zoroark to try and catch my Torkoal off guard. Or something along those lines. So I think I'm going to lead off with the Dragapult. And I'm just going to U-turn on whatever they lead off with. That way I can get a decent advantage over whatever they do. They probably lead with Iron Treads to get the Stealth Rocks up or something like that. But it's really hard for me to tell what they're going to lead with based on their team. And the battle begins. So Mob's going to lead off with the Limitless, which is going to be the Grafaiai, as we led off with the old Dragapult over here. So this is a decent matchup for us. We can easily Dragon Darts this thing into Oblivion if we want to, but they're probably going to switch out. So I'm tempted to go for a U-turn instead. I don't want to lose this straight away. If they are the Hisuian Zoroark, we do outspeed and KO though, so that's absolutely fine. Looking at the team, Iron Treads is probably coming in, so let's go for the U-turn real quick. They go for a Parting Shot, which is actually great for us because it means that we're going to get a nice and powerful slow U-turn off with a Dragapult, which is always nice, onto whatever they decide to bring in. So let's go ahead and do that. So let's see what they bring in right now. They're bringing in the Bakugan, which is going to be the Iron Treads, probably. Yeah, it is the Iron Treads. Cool. So nice and shiny. Gotta love it. We go for a U-turn. It's going to do minimal damage. A bit of chip. They could probably tell we're choice banded by that damage, but, you know, it's whatever. We go for the U-turn anyway, and we can just go into whatever we want here. So I'm thinking Torkoal's a good one. We get the sun up and all that stuff. Thinking that Great Tusk is probably the better switch, though. I'm looking at their team, and I'm thinking they have no ground immunities. So we could probably do that, or we could go into the Dragoon over here, go for a nice and powerful Hydro Steam. That'll do a lot of damage to pretty much everything on the team as well, and that's provided that they, you know, I don't know what I'm saying here. We'll go into Great Tusk real quick. There we go. Great Tusk comes on in. Brilliant matchup for us. Obviously, they can't touch us at all, even with the Ice Spinner. If they get Ice Spinner, I don't know whether Iron Tread gets Ice Spinner. Probably does. So what I can do now is I can go for a nice and powerful knockoff. That'll be great for anything that comes in right now, including the Iron Leaves. So we go for the knockoff real quick. Even if the Iron Leaves is booster energy, we're just going to be able to get off a nice and powerful knockoff and do some decent damage. Right, they're going to withdraw. What are they going to go into to take a knockoff? That's the real question. Probably Terminator. Who's Terminator? Oh, the Iron Leaves. Okay, the Iron Leaves comes in. That's a pretty good switch. It would be. It's also booster energy, which is good to note. Which means the next time we get this thing to switch out, it's going to lose that. We go for the knockoff. It does nearly 50%, which is incredible damage. As now, we basically have to switch into our Torkoal. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Gets the sun up as well, which is always nice. The only thing on their team that benefits from the sun is going to be the Screamtail, so that's always good to know. So we'll go into our nice and powerful Torkoal real quick right now. There we go. Torkoal comes in. Get the Drought up, which is always great. We've got the Heat Rock on this one as well, unlike last time. They go for a Psyblade. Minimal damage to Torkoal, I'm afraid. Minimal damage. We can go straight for a Stealth Rock now, though, and get them up. And they should be up to for good if we can get rid of the Iron Tread. So let's go for the Stealth Rocks. We'll see what they're going to do. They're going to withdraw. Okay, so they've lost their booster energy, which is good to note. They've lost it for good because they have no electric terrain setters. They're going to go into Blade, which is a Ceruledge. Obviously, to try and absorb a fire type move, we go for the Stealth Rocks. Not giving you no Flash Fire boost, but it's good to know they are Flash Fire as well. It's good to know they are Flash Fire. They could have also been coming in to be immune to the Will-O-Wisp, but, you know, it's whatever. Now I'm thinking Great Tusk is probably the play, so I'm going to go back into Great Tusk. Get the Rocky Helmet damage off if we can. They might go for a Swords Dance here. They might not. It depends. We don't really know what Ceruledge set this is. It could still be weak armor for all we know. So we'll go into Tuskany real quick. There we go. Tuskany comes in. Protosynthesis is going to boost our defense, which is good to know. Which means we're going to be able to take this Bitter Blade, or if they go for a Shadow Ball. Oh, over a Hisuian Zoroark. That's Hisuian Zoroark if I've ever seen it. So that's good to know. What do we do now? Gastrodon? Gastrodon's got to come in. It's definitely choice specs damage, that is. That's non-stab Shadow Ball. That's definitely choice specs damage, so gotta be careful. Gotta be careful. They go for another Shadow Ball, as you would expect. It's going to do a decent chunk of damage. Not quite enough to get the 2 shots, which is good to note. As we do get the leftovers recovery right now. So I'm thinking about what to do here, and I'm thinking we go for a recover to scout. Go for a yawn. Yawn would be good. Let's go for a yawn. They're going to withdraw Blade, which is the Zoroark. And they're probably going to go into... yeah, I was going to say they're going to go into the Terminator again, the Iron Leaves. Which is fine. We're going to get some Stealth Rock damage, which is always nice. Means it can't switch into another knockoff from the old Great Tusk, which is great. Yawn's going to put them to sleep. So what I'm going to do is... their other option for this, I would say, is to go back into the Zoroark. I would say. Or they just go straight for the attack. But I'm going to go... all I need is a free switch in with the Walking Wake, and we'll get a KO. That's all I need is a free switch in. So I'm thinking of going into Tuskany. I think Tuskany is a good one because they're probably going to attack here with a Leaf Blade. We get the Great Tusk out of the way. We go into our Walking Wake. This thing's asleep, so we don't have to deal with it anymore. Defense is boosted, which is absolutely fine. They go for a Leaf Blade. Leaf Blade is going to get some Rocky Helmet damage off on them, which is always nice. And then we get a free switch into our Walking Wake, who's going to get a speed boost, which means we definitely outspeed pretty much everything on their team right now. So they go to sleep, which is good to know. We just go into Walking Wake now, and we get a KO. Pretty much. Hydro Steam's going to KO everything on their team. Hydro Steam KOs everything on the team except from the Scream Tail. And even then, Scream Tail's 2-shotted. So speed is going to get heightened, which is great. We go straight for the Hydro Steam right now. It'll KO the Iron Leaves from here. There we go. Hydro Steam comes through. We get a KO. Absolutely perfect. So now that the Walking Wake's in, there isn't really much on their team that can really handle it. We've got to be careful around the Scream Tail, though, because they could have Thunder Wave. Could have Thunder Wave. It's always a possibility. As in comes Cherry. That's going to be the Scream Tail, right? Yeah, Scream Tail comes in. So Scream Tail comes in and gets some Stealth Rock damage. We have to go straight into Magnezone here. Magnezone is definitely our best play. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. We could Terra Water and get the maximum damage output, but I don't want to risk paralyzing my Walking Wake. Walking Wake is going to be the key to winning this game. There we go. Going to withdraw Walking Wake real quick. We're going to go into our Magnezone because Magnezone just walls this thing to oblivion unless it's offensive for some reason, but I don't think it will be. We're going to float in our Air Balloon. They go for a Dazzling Gleam, confirming they do not have the Thunder Wave. Otherwise, they would have gone for that there. It's going to pop our Air Balloon, unfortunately, and the Harsh Sunlight fades. So, pretty awesome that. So now, we can probably expect the Iron Treads to come in. We don't have our Great Tusk anymore. Iron Treads just became a bit of a problem for us. I'm going to go for the Flash Cannon anyway, just to get some chip damage off on the Iron Treads. As they probably do bring it in. They go into the Bakugan, which is the Iron Treads. Fair enough. Iron Treads comes in. At least this way we confirm that it's not the Zoroark as well. Oh, well, the Stealth Rock damage kind of did that, but Flash Cannon does some decent chip damage, which is always nice. As now they just go straight for an EQ. There's no reason for them to not go for an EQ right now. I'm just trying to think what I should do here. Torkoal getting the Sun Up. Gastrodon. Maybe Gastrodon could be a good option. Torkoal, though, I kind of want to get the Sun Up. Get the Sun Up. We get the... yeah, I think we get the Sun Up. Let's go straight into Torkoal. Torkoal's not the best switch into an Earthquake, obviously. I know that. Don't really have that much options, though. We're going to have to get the Sun Up somehow. So there we go. Drought is up. Drought is up. They go for an EQ. EQ is going to definitely nearly take us out. As now we go hard. We don't go into Walking Wake. Walking Wake can tank an EQ. We don't go into it. I could Terra Ghost here and live another Earthquake. I'm going to go for the Lava Plume. I'm just going to go for the Lava Plume. They go for a Rapid Spin, getting rid of the Stealth Rocks. Interesting choice, because you're now going to lose your Iron Treads. You're now going to lose your Iron Treads to a Lava Plume. That was an interesting choice of going. I mean, they got rid of the Stealth Rocks, which is absolutely fine and dandy. Got rid of the Stealth Rocks, which is fine and dandy, but they also lost their Iron Treads, so both their Iron Pokemon are gone. In comes Blade, which is the Ceruledge, but it's probably not. It's probably the Zoroark. I'm just going to let us go down by trying to get the Stealth Rocks right now. They are the real blade. They are the real blade right now, which is good to note. It's good to note. So they probably wanted to get rid of the probably wanted Rapid Spin to get rid of this thing's Focus Sash. But do I risk it? Let's go for the Lava Plume here. They go for a Bitter Blade. Bitter Blade's obviously going to KO the Torkoal from there, which is absolutely fine. It's sun boosted and all that. There's not really much you can do there. As now, we have to break this thing's Focus Sash somehow. We have to break its Focus Sash somehow. I don't really see any way around it though. Let's go into the Walking Wake. I don't really see how we can do this. Don't really see how we can do this. So obviously Hydro Steam is our best option here. They could Terra Water, but they usually Terra Bug or Terra Normal or something along those lines. So let's go for the Hydro Steam. We'll take it right down to its Sash. They go for a Shadow Sneak. That's not going to two-shot, is it? It does two-shot us, unfortunately. So Hydro Steam comes through. It's going to take it right down to its Sash, which is a real shame. Now, they have to go for a Shadow Sneak again, which is good to note. We sack off Gastrodon here. I think we have to sack off Gastrodon. We have to sack off Gastrodon. Sack off Gastrodon real quick. There we go. They go for another Shadow Sneak. That'll take out Gastrodon probably. It doesn't. It doesn't take out Gastrodon. But I'm not confident that Bitter Blade will take us out either. It might do actually because it's sun boosted. Walking Wake is definitely the key to winning this though. We'll go for a Surf just on the off chance that they don't KO us with Bitter Blade. They go for another Shadow Sneak. That's going to KO us. Unfortunately, it KOs us. As now, we just have to hope that Dragapult can pull this off. So let's go into Dragapult. Let's go into Dragapult. There we go. And we'll pull out the Sucker Punch. I think that's what we got to do. Pull out the Sucker Punch really quick. Sucker Punch comes through, takes out the Ceruledge. That's problem averted. So there we go. As down goes the Ceruledge, which is absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Harsh Sunlight does fade. Wait, do we have Heat Rock on our Torkoal? I should have Heat Rock on it. In comes Limitless. So Limitless comes in. The Grafai. Yeah, we had Heat Rock on Torkoal. It just doesn't seem like the sun lasted very long. Let's go into the Magnezone real quick. There we go. Going to go into Magnezone. If they are the Hisuian Zoroark right now and they take out Magnezone, it's not the biggest deal in the world. I feel like they are the Grafai though because they're going to try and get a parting shot off. They go for a Metronome. Interesting. So they actually get a sunny day. No way. They got a sunny day off. Oh, that's perfect. That's just worked out absolutely perfectly for us. Oh my lord. That's absolutely amazing. Let's go for this Volt Switch real quick. They go for another Metronome. Okay, are they going to get a Fire type move here? They get Payday. Payday does nothing to us. Absolutely nothing to us, which is absolutely amazing. So they got the Sun Up, which is great. Absolutely great. They got the Sun Up. I love it so much. I love it so much. Now we're going to Walking Wake. We're going to get that Protosynthesis boost, which is great. I can't believe they actually pulled out the Sunny Day on the Metronome. That's absolutely crazy. That's absolutely crazy. That's just worked in our favor big time. Let's go for the Hydro Steam real quick. If they go for a Parting Shot here, then it's still fine. We can deal with that. Parting Shot comes through. We can deal with that. We can deal with that. So Parting Shot comes through. It's going to lower our special attack. However, it's still Hydro Steam. It's still in the sun. And we still have choice specs. So that's good. Very good. They're going to bring in the Cherry, which is the Scream Tail. Absolutely fair enough by me. We get the Stealth Rock damage into them, which is great. Protosynthesis is going to boost their special defense, which is bad. We go for the Hydro Steam, though. Let's see how much damage we're talking here. Oh, I think, you know, I think we Terra. I think we Terra Water. So let's go for the Terra Water. We'll go for the Hydro Steam real quick. They probably go for a Dazzling Gleam. We're going to Terrestrialize anyway into a Water type just to get that extra power onto our Hydro Steam. Might still KO from here. I don't think it does, but it's going to nearly get there. And then the Dazzling Gleam that they go for isn't going to take us out because of our losing our Dragon type. So we go for the Dazzling Gleam. They're actually going to Terrestrialize themselves. What type are they going to Terrestrialize into, though? Are they going to go Water? They go Water as well. Oh, no way. Oh, no way. They go for the Water Terrestrialization. That's not good at all. That's not good at all. So Hydro Steam comes through. Boosted by the sun. Let's going to be able to do nothing to them. Does nothing to them as they go for a wish. So, unfortunately, we do miss out on getting the KO on the Scream Tail because of the fact that they've Terastallized into a water type, which is unfortunate. You go for a wish. We still have Magnezone though. We can go into the Magnezone easily right now. They don't have a switch into the Magnezone at all. There we go. Going to withdraw our Walking Wake, and we'll save it for a free switch in on the Grafaiai. Go into Authority real quick. There we go. They go for a Dazzling Gleam. It does minimal damage, of course, to the Magnezone, as we just have to go for a Thunderbolt. This is going to lower their special defense as well, the Protosynthesis wearing off, which is good. I still can't believe they got a Metronome Sunny Day. That's hilarious. That's absolutely hilarious. So, anyway, this Scream Tail's posing to be a bit of a problem. Bit of a problem. Let's go for the Thunderbolt. It'll take out the Grafaiai. It'll take out the Zoroark. Nearly. Might not take out the Zoroark. And it'll do a lot of damage to the Scream Tail. They're going to withdraw. Okay, they're going to hard switch out. What are they going to go into? Grafaiai? Limitless. That's the Grafaiai, right? Yeah, Grafaiai comes in. Get some Thunderbolts action going on with Magnezone, which is always nice. Walking Wake, unfortunately, I don't think it's going to win us the game. I don't think Walking Wake wins us the game. But we're not too bad. So now they go into Cherry again, which is going to be the Zoroark probably. Yeah, it's the Zoroark. And it's not Terastallized for a start. It's definitely the Zoroark. We don't have a switch in. I'm actually going to opt to sack the Walking Wake. I think that's the best thing to go for. Sacking the Walking Wake. Because Magnezone is going to be useful for that Scream Tail. So let's sack off Walking Wake. Walking Wake, though, has put in some work this game. Took out the Iron Leaves. Took out something else. I can't remember what it took out. But either way, it's a Walking Wake team, and you bloody love it, right? You bloody love it. Let's go for the Shadow Ball. Takes out Walking Wake, unfortunately. We don't need Walking Wake, though, to win this game. All we need is Dragapult. Dragapult is the key to this game. So let's go Dragapult real quick. There we go. Go Dragapult real quick. There we go. And now we Dragon Darts, because Dragon Darts is no longer immune. It's not. Their Scream Tail is no longer immune to the Dragon Darts. That's what I'm trying to say. They also confirmed they're not Choice Scarf by doing that. So in comes their Scream Tail. It's going to get some Stealth Rock chip damage, which is great. We go for the Dragon Darts. Dragon Darts. Is that a 2-hit KO? It's a 2-hit KO. Dragon Darts is a 2-hit KO. Dragapult wins us the game, which is amazing. So, I'm pretty sure Dragapult wins us this game. So we go for the Dragon Darts again. That'll KO the Scream Tail, no problem. Dragon Darts comes through. Definitely KOs the Scream Tail, which is great. Absolutely amazing. Down it goes, as then they've got Zoroark in the back. So Zoroark, unless it's got Shadow Sneak and it's Choice Banded, we should be alright. It's Choice Specs though, we know it's Choice Specs. Choice Specs Hisuian Zoroark hits like a nuke. Can we just say that? So here it comes in. It's got nothing to disguise itself as. Let's hope that we outspeed still. Dragon Darts comes through. Takes it out in one shot, which is amazing. And that is going to be the game. So GG, Just Mob. Pretty fun game. Thank you for the game. Shame Walking Wake couldn't do more. But, you know, it was a pretty fun game regardless. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did enjoy, of course, leave a like, subscribe, all that wonderful stuff. And with that being said, I'll see you all in a bit.